Hey guys, thank you for joining me for this 30-minute chair yin yoga class. All you need for this practice is 2 chairs and 2 blocks. It's not often that you see chair yin, but it's very useful to lean into chairs if for some reason the floor is not accessible to you. If it's hard for you to get on the floor, get off the floor, by literally elevating your practice off the ground, you can still practice yin with ease. So just come to a standing position, root down through your feet. Inhale your arms up and exhale them down. Really connect to your breath here. Deep inhale, arms lift up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your arms down by your side. I'm going to do that one more time. Deep inhale, lift your arms. And as you exhale, drop them down. So you can position yourself in one chair right now. You can set the other chair off to the side as well as the block, so you don't need those right now. But just sit tall in your chair. Make sure that your legs are at right angles, that you are sitting straight. Make sure your hips align with your heart, align with your head. And bring your hands to rest on your knees. Again, finding that connectedness to your breath. Noticing your inhales, noticing your exhales, and the sensation that creates. And just feel grounded in this position before we get started. Moving into seated cat-cows, you want to take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, round your spine towards the back of your chair. Inhale as you jut your chest forward, lifting your head towards the ceiling. Exhale, round your spine back, really curve your spine, lower your head. And inhale, lifting your head, bringing your chest forward. Exhale, chin drops to your chest. Give your neck a little roll here, just to kind of wiggle out any tension. Inhale, draw your chest forward. Exhale, drop your head around your spine again, getting some organic movement in your neck here. And inhale, bring your chest forward. We'll do one more round of this. Exhale, draw your belly button towards the back of your chair. Get some motion in that neck. Inhale, chest comes forward. Head lifts. And come back to a neutral seated position. Take a moment to reset here. And swivel your body to the right side of your chair. We're going to go into some spinal twists. And we're going to use the back of our chair to hold us in the twist. So once you feel rooted through your feet, firm through your legs, twist your torso towards the back of your chair and grip the edges. And this is going to be our first hold. More active spinal twists can be quite energizing, but when you are doing a more passive hold, it's just a nice slow release to any tense back muscles. So see if you can notice your back unwinding as you hold this pose. right, slowly shift back to center. Untwist your spine. And take a moment to reset. And when you're ready, we're going to take this same twist to the other side of your chair. Again, make sure your feet are parallel to each other. Your knees are going to be over your ankles. And when you are ready, twist once again towards the back of your chair. Untwist. Bring your hands to your knees and just relax for a moment, keeping your spine elongated though. And come back to the front of your chair. Gently separate your legs as if you are taking on a goddess pose. And allow your hips to settle in this position. We are going to do some side bending, so if your chair is a bit too close to your body, you can push that second chair away before we begin. Inhale your arms out into a T and slowly lower your right hand to your right foot, engaging in a nice left side stretch. Settle in here, and if it feels okay for your neck, lift your head towards your elevated hand. If your foot is not available to you, you can keep your elbow on your thigh and hold the stretch that way. Now we're not going to leave our left arm up for too long because I don't want your left hand to start tingling. But before we come out of this, draw your left arm up near your ear. And bring your hand back down. Come back to a straightened spine. Your arms out in a T again. We're going to shift our arms to the other side. Left hand touches down near our foot. Right arm elevates. Turn your gaze toward your elevated hand. Rest your left elbow on your thigh if it's more comfortable for you. Draw your right arm up towards your ear. And come back to a neutral spine. You can drop your arms. Place your hands on the inside of your knees and gently press your hips open even farther. So imagine that this is like a frog pose variation. If your hips feel okay and they are inviting you to open them a bit more, challenge yourself and see if you can find a new edge by pressing them open further. Gently walk your legs back in. Scoot your bottom towards the edge of your chair and allow your knees to fall from one side to the next for seated windshield wipers. All right, time to bring in our blocks and our chair. So you can place your blocks in front of your feet and you can bring your chair to the side. I'm going to start with my right side, but you can start with your left. Either side is okay. So whichever side your chair is currently at, take that leg and rest it on your chair. Draw the opposite leg out a bit. Position your blocks in front of you. Tilt your pelvis forward and bring your hands to your blocks. So we're going into a half straddle or a half dragonfly. Play around with the block settings. If you are okay with your block settings at the highest level, you are welcome to stay there. If you feel like this is a bit easy, I may be able to fold deeper, then experiment with some of the lower block settings. But settle in here and try to find stillness. All right, gently lift your torso back up, really taking your time here. Reach your hand towards your extended leg and lean in. And come back to a neutral seated position. Give yourself a minute to reset. Pausing the video if you need to, because now we're going to reposition our chair on the opposite side. And let's do the same thing. We're going to extend our leg and rest our ankle onto the chair. We're going to position our blocks in front of us on our desired setting and lean forward. If you feel your body beginning to open, again, experiment with the height settings. Yin is all about finding your edge and chasing it as your body opens up more and more. So do what you feel like your body is open to do right now. Don't force anything. I don't want you to be in any pain here. All right, take a deep breath in and breathe out and sit yourself up. Reach for your extended leg and lean in. And come back to a neutral seat. Gently guide your leg back down. Just allow yourself a moment to relax here. Maybe tune back into your breath if you've lost track of it. Pause the video if you have to. We're going to reposition our chairs again. This time your chairs are going to be facing each other. We're going to go into a half caterpillar pose, one leg at a time. So extend your right leg up and rest on the chair. And keeping your back straight, Lean forward until you get a nice hamstring stretch. Reach for your blocks, and moving into a true caterpillar form, allow your spine to round forward, drawing your head towards your knee, and settle in here. If this is too much of a fold for you and you feel like you need support, you can always place pillows underneath your torso. But see if you can find stillness here. Yin poses aren't always comfortable. They're not meant to be. Yin is all about stressing the deeper tissues of the body. And so that takes a little bit of discomfort before relaxation can set in. Gently lift your torso and upright yourself. Allow your right foot to touch down on the mat and extend your left leg, placing it on the chair. Keeping a straight back, gently bend forward once again until you feel that familiar stretch in the hamstrings, and hold. Fold forward and allow your hands to find your blocks. Once again, placing cushions underneath your chest if need be. sit yourself up. Gently give yourself a minute to settle back into a more comfortable seated position. Pull your chair back in just a touch for a modified forward fold. Allow your forearms to rest on your chair for a few breaths. And using this as our final resting pose, you can rest your head onto your arms and continue to allow your spine to lengthen and allow your torso to settle in towards your thighs. All right, gently lift yourself back up. And while we are readjusting, why not do some toe stretches? So gently flex and extend your feet, getting some movement in your toes and your ankles. Since we haven't much worked them during this class, stand up onto your feet, and we're going to end just like we began by taking some deep breaths and elevating our arms. So take a deep breath in, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, really stretching upwards here. Exhale, your hands down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale them down. Final inhale, reach up on your tiptoes. And exhale your hands down to heart center. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. This wraps up our 30-minute chair yin yoga practice. I hope that you enjoy and of course that you feel a bit better in your body. I will see you in the next video. Bye.